community, vision, creativity, innovation, impact. As we've seen tonight, these are the values that we honor, instill, and grow in our students. And these are the values that we find exemplified in our next honoree, Lou Kennedy. We may not have had this state-of-the-art building, or the multiple computer labs and broadcast and Bizcom studios and multimedia newsrooms that we did when Lou graduated from the J School in 1984. But those skills that she brought and honed in our program, community connection, vision, creativity, all led her through an impressive career in strategic marketing and organizational operations. After all, this is the stuff it takes to run and own a major corporation like Nephron Pharmaceuticals, create and lead a national sales force, build a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility, grow a company by 300% in just a few years, and become a prominent leader in the Columbia business community. And it is her vision and impact that continues to sow those same seeds in the next generation of journalists and practitioners. She regularly speaks to classes and engages with our students. She's hired several of our SJMC graduates, and she has even entrusted us with her greatest gift, her daughter, Xana, who is with us tonight, a 2015 SJMC graduate who herself has forged a successful and impressive career in social media strategy and graphic design. But let's not forget, of course, the lasting legacy of the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio. So it takes a lot of vision to see past the old botanical greenhouse that once stood adjacent to this building. In case you don't remember it or you never saw it, it was pretty ugly. The idea was to turn it into a state-of-the-art television studio akin to the Today Show in New York with a view of passerbys. And thanks to Lou and Bill Kennedy, we have. Today, the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio provides real-life experiences for students to produce daily news segments, but it goes just beyond a hub for teaching. Student organizations like SGTV produce live segments from the greenhouse. University President Harris Pastides has hosted the presidential candidates for the South Carolina primary, and SCE TV continues to host a weekly public affairs show in the studio. So in Lou's vision, it has become not only a campus landmark, but a hub for community connection. It provides a vehicle for diverse faces, voices, perspectives, and educational experiences. As faculty member Cameron May put it, when we walk through the beautiful gardens that surround the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio, we are reminded to, quite literally, stop and smell the roses. And as we do so, we reflect on the impact that Lou continues to have on our school and on our students, giving them now the opportunities to find their own unique voices and impact their communities in powerful and diverse ways. So Lou, we are thrilled to honor you tonight.
I have to tell you, I must be a little rusty. I don't think I can communicate like that anymore. That was awesome. I feel great to know me. I'm not nearly that cool, but thank you. And I don't have a speech. I'm not a millennial on my phone, and I think I'm so old since I'm the oldest one here tonight. I don't even have anything on paper. So anyway, I just want to say thank you very much for this honor. My husband won this award for the pharmacy school, and so we're really competitive. We're both only children, and I swear one day I was going to get there, and I did it. Watch that. And I must add, he won that prelude. Now his life is way better, right? Thank you so much. I think that what defines my whole background is this school, but it started early on. I've been selling vegetables from our family garden since I was, I think, 9 years old. And when I say selling, that means marketing. When I say marketing, that means what we do in the journalism school, which is to do a hopefully great job of communicating and educating. And so I believe that each and every day I get to use what I learned here. And it's all about education and communication. And I'm so proud for anybody that has come through this program that can use a comma and communicate. I celebrate that art and that skill. I think it's a dying one, and I love to see the students coming out that get to that get to share with me that creativity. Got to give another couple of shout outs to All Things Journalism. There's nothing I like better than a reporter who tells the truth and takes notes and is accurate. And so I make it a very big point to grant any interview or to speak to any journalist that I know tells the truth. So I appreciate what you said earlier in your remarks. It's rare. And I listened to this crazy year we've had about fake news, and I got to tell you, I like true news. I'm a big supporter of that, and thank you to those of you who have dedicated your careers to telling the truth and to printing what is right and just and not just what's salacious or what's sensational. And I appreciate that very much, and congratulations to you. To you guys that are younger, I love what I do, and it sounds like you love what you do, and I know that my parents aren't here, but I love my parents. I think they did an okay job too. I turned out all right, and my daughter is here, my husband's here. Some of my favorite people from the athletic department are here. I am nicknamed Cockadoodle-Loo. I wear that proudly. When you have a man's name and live in a man's world, as I do every day, you got to turn something into something kind of comical. So Cockadoodle-Loo fits me, and I am a huge supporter of all the teams here, whether they win or lose. I'm that fan. I'm all about the Gamecocks. And yay, go Cox. I want to say thank you to my journalism professors, and one that's been mentioned a couple of times tonight. My advisor during school was Mary Caldwell. I was telling this story earlier. She had this really, excuse my language, just badass briefcase. And she'd come into class and she'd tell us what she did in Atlanta, Georgia. And I thought, ooh, if I could just do something that cool one day. And she inspired me. And so all that time I thought, if I could just do what Mary Caldwell could do in Atlanta, Georgia. So to those of you who are professors and faculty and staff here, you never know what little thing inspires a student to someday grow up and do hopefully a good thing for their community. Now I'm in my 50s, and I was remarking to someone this week that I think now my chapter in life is trying to leave this place better than I found it. And so it sometimes irritates my husband because I like to donate the things and get heavily involved in the community. But that too is a part of what we learn in journalism about taking what we know and talking about it and making it better and celebrating it. So this is a great time in my life where I've made just a little bit of money. And you know what they say about drug dealers, if you can make some money, I mean, this is a good thing. And I can do it legitimately because ours is all legal, right? So I guess they put me last because we really come downhill. I was a legitimate PR career to a drug dealer. But at any rate, thank you so much for this wonderful evening. I love this school. Much as I love that Coliseum with all that asbestos, this is way better. And let's be clear, the same carpet exists as when I was in school in the 80s. Same air conditioning system, not even sure it could be the same filters. So I'm really proud for the students who get to share what a beautiful facility this is. And what's even nicer is that it fits right in the horseshoe. It looks beautiful, and we celebrate the history, but we also have state-of-the-art technology. So I'll finish with this. This year, we were able to, be careful what you ask for or wish for. I happened to make a phone call to Jancy, who's a fundraiser par excellence. And I said, why can't we have a giving day? I think a giving day would be cool. Other schools have a giving day. And a few months later, I was offered the wonderful opportunity to chair giving day. So I said, just like I say about anything, go big or go home. And I'm famous for, if you want to set the bar here, let's set it up there, and then let's beat that. So we had our first giving day on April 18th. We set the bar at 3 million. We hit 3.7, beat that number. And I'm just going to say there's this little university upstate that set the bar at 1.4 was their first year. They fell backwards to 1.2, and we hit 3.7. I'm talking about it. So whoever chairs it next year, take that and see what you can do with it. And It's just been so fun. I love my major. I do get to use it every day because if it's not negotiating contracts or dealing with people or communicating or press releases or marketing, I use every single thing I learned here. And I agree with you. What a foundation we received at this school. And I am happy to be amongst such a great set of winners. I look at a lot of my friends that have also won. Charles Bloom was a classmate. I was just a little behind you, Mark, and I am very happy to be here tonight. Thank you so much for thinking of little old me, the drug dealer. I really appreciate it. Thank you.